Bonsoir à tous, bonsoir à toutes, j'espère que vous allez bien. Nouvelle semaine, nouvelle invitée de Point Wave. Merci encore pour votre fidélité. Et cette fois-ci, c'est une interview qui va se faire en anglais, mais inquiétez-vous pas, on va sous-titrer pour que que vous puissiez suivre cette conversation avec moi comme à l'habitude. Anna, ça va bien?
Oui, ça va bien, bonsoir. Et vous inquiétez pas aussi, je précise, on s'est entraîné.
Ouais.
Normalement, vous n'allez pas saigner des oreilles.
Ça fait une semaine qu'on se parle qu'en anglais, nous, pour être prêts.
On a fait, mais la totale, on a tout fait.
C'est ta première interview en anglais, toi?
Oui.
C'est vrai?
Avec toi.
Avec moi, ok.
Ouais.
Ça va. Mais t'as de l'expérience quand même.
Je vais pas m'avancer.
On
demandera l'avis de l'invité après. Il va nous débriefer.
Justement, un artiste de l'Écosse qui est maintenant à Zurich, c'est Argal qui est avec nous.
That's the cause of our suffering. I cried out for the Lord, but nobody hears me. So I make love with the dark.
Argal, welcome to Geneva.
Hi.
Bonjour.
Bonjour.
How's your French, first of all?
Je ne parle pas français. Petit peu.
Have you seen the Jado in Geneva?
No.
It's like a art thing in Geneva. So like a fountain, big fountain.
Oh, yeah. Actually, yes. Excuse me. Yeah. I'm very bad with names. My
The
bad.
manager says yes, so yes.
Yes. Yes. Yes, I have.
As usual, you gave us 3 choices of songs that were important to you throughout your life, and we're gonna talk about your life with those choices. The first one you gave us is the Ray Charles with Georgia on My Mind.
No peace I find. Just an old sweet song keeps Georgia on my mind.
Lovely song, Georgia on My Mind. Why that choice?
Hey, you know, my dad had a big collection of music, actually. And I remember that was the first time I discovered what a record looked like, what it felt like, you know what I mean? And I remember the moment when I realized I could turn it around and my mind was blown. I was like a little kid. And that was the first song on the other side. And I just listened to it over and over and over again. And yeah, even to this day, like it gives me the same inspiration, kind of.
It's a great song.
Yeah,
It
it's
is.
amazing. I love it.
You were born somewhere near Glasgow in Scotland, moved out of the country at 18. What's the place and still of Scotland in who you are today?
It gives you very thick skin.
It's really cool. I love that accent.
Yeah, we like to have a laugh.
Yeah.
We're very social, very nice generally.
Generally.
Not all the time. Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of stereotypes with the drinking culture. That's very
Yeah,
true. But we love live music. That's very, very big. And yeah, it teaches you how to have a laugh.
Yeah.
Like to make jokes about absolutely everything, you know. And
You still go often?
yeah, like twice a year.
Yeah.
I still go. Yeah, I've got a lot of family there still.
Yeah.
So I would like to go back more in the near future, but
Mm-hmm.
we'll see what happens. Yeah.
And so, no one in your family played music.
No.
So, what made you wanted to start playing and singing?
It was never really an active choice, to be honest. It was just, I was always doing it. I don't know.
Okay,
So
just
it
like
was-
that, you just started and
Came out singing.
But I started out in your room and then suddenly recording it?
In the car.
Okay, yeah.
In the car, just singing along, even before I knew what the words were. I was just making the noises.
Mumbling. Like,
And it was funny because, you know, my dad, he listened to a lot of hip hop.
Yeah.
My mum listened to like Boy George. But my dad also listened to like Bob Dylan. So I was singing along
Nonsense.
to wildness.
Cool.
Yeah. It would go from Enrique Iglesias to 50 Cent.
That's so fun.
Yeah, it was funny.
At 18, you stopped everything to start traveling with your guitar. What was your motivation to live that experience?
I just knew that I had to leave. I knew that as soon as, because I didn't really come from a wealthy family. We were very working class, and so I'd never been outside of the country. Outside of the UK. So as soon as I got my own passport at 18, I went on a. Actually, to be honest, it wasn't the plan. Like I just went on holiday and didn't go back because I just had a guitar.
Okay.
And yeah, that was 12 years ago.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's a long time.
And I've heard you haven't told your boss you were not coming back.
No, I hated that job. I was working in a factory. I was working in a factory making junk mail. Like it wasn't exactly the dream job, you know, 12-hour night shifts.
that's
So I wasn't leaving much behind. Yeah.
Is it something you would recommend to like when you're young to like kind of drop everything and like just travel?
Probably not. I mean, traveling, yes. I mean, I was just lucky that I had a talent or something that I could do to earn money. But I mean, I would definitely think about how you're gonna live, because I was living day by day. You know, like if I didn't have that talent to make me money that day, it wouldn't have worked out too well.
Yeah,
probably
because you were playing in the street like to make money.
Exactly. Yeah. And I was earning more money doing that than I would working a job. Actually.
Really?
Yeah.
That's impressive.
Yeah, I was earning good money actually. I would say travel if you can, for sure.
Yeah.
I think it opens your mind in so many ways. Yeah, for sure. But just maybe plan it better than I did. Yeah.
Just maybe save some money before.
Yeah. Don't go with 100 quid in your pocket, because that's
It's not going to be enough.
No.
We said it before, you are from Scotland, you have Indian roots,
Mm-hmm.
and now you live in Switzerland. So 3 cultures that don't have much in common.
Nope.
Not to say like nothing at all. Is it challenging for you to deal with all those cultures that are in you somehow, and you just blend in easily? How you?
I mean, there has been a lot of challenges in the past. Don't get me wrong. Like, because in Scotland I didn't quite fit in because I was half Indian, and then I come to Switzerland and I'm too Scottish. But you find your way, and I think just as you grow up and you know, as you grow into your skin, so to speak, then you find your ways to deal with it, and you become more comfortable with yourself and who you are, regardless of stereotypes or I don't know. It has its challenges though, 100%.
Did you face it? I just wanted to know that because in Switzerland, you know, there's this rumors that people are, not everyone, of course, but kind of like, there's a lot of racism. Did you face that, or?
There were some aspects of that, for sure. Not so much in Zurich, when I'm living now, because it's very metropolitan. There's a lot of different cultures. But if you go outside, I mean, I could just be waiting for the bus and someone says something to me in Swiss German. I just arrived here. I don't understand. And they start screaming and shouting. But obviously, I'm Scottish, so I just scream and shout back. And then they normally stop talking. So, I mean, it's not the worst. You know, you're going to get that everywhere. It doesn't really matter. Unfortunately, that's just the world we live in. You know, it comes down to education. I think the more educated the people are, the less that happens.
Hey, Mr. Tambourine Man, play a song for me. I'm not sleepy and there is no place I'm going to. Hey, Mr. Tambourine Man, play a song for me. In the jingle jangle morning, I'll come following you.
This is the weird part. So, this is the part where I'm gonna ask you some what the fuck questions.
I like that.
And you have to try to answer like without thinking too much at first. Then, of course, you can develop.
Sure.
If you feel okay. So, let's start. If you could only sing one song for the rest of your life, but it had to be a jingle from a commercial, okay? Which one would you choose and why?
Oh my God. Go Compare. It's a British TV advert.
Can you sing it for us, please?
Go Compare. It's like I don't know the whole song. I'd have to learn it, but it would be just enough to get on every single person in the room's nerves. So I think, and on top of that, that's the only one that came to my mind. So I'm gonna go with that.
Love it. If your voice had a superpower, what would it be between make people dance like crazy, put them to sleep instantly, or make them confess all their secrets?
Ooh, that's a hard one. It's going to be 1 or 3, but I like to sell tickets. So 1, I'm going to go for Dance Like Crazy. Yeah.
Dance like crazy, yeah.
Because I feel like people, they're not going to pay to come and confess. It's not the Catholic.
That's scary.
It's like the Catholic Church.
Yeah, exactly.
You know? That's how I'll go with number 1.
I cheated.
Yeah, and then you're with your girlfriend.
Yeah.
Awkward.
Damn. Horrible.
And so the last one, if you could have a duet with any fictional character, who would it be? And what song would you sing together?
Bugs Bunny.
Bugs Bunny.
Bugs Bunny. No, Lola Bunny.
Oh,
Lola,
yeah,
oh,
that's
yeah.
good.
I had like a cartoon crush on her when I was a kid.
Yeah.
Kind of weird now, but it doesn't
I
matter.
almost say she's sexy.
I mean, I think-
That's so weird to say.
But I think
It's very weird to say, yeah. But at the time
everyone
it made
gets
sense.
it. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. Song, you put me on the spot. Le Vie en Rose.
Beautiful.
You can take something beautifully jazzy and romantic and just
Yeah.
fuck it up.
Imagine.
Il est entré dans mon cœur une part de bonheur dont je connais la cause. C'est toi pour moi, moi pour toi dans la vie. Tu me l'as dit, l'as juré pour la vie.
Your second choice, we are now in 2011 with Ben Howard. I've never listened to the full album. So cool,
What?
so beautiful. Yeah, it was the first time, and thank you. It was really fun.
Welcome.
Yeah.
Ben
honestly.
Howard, if you listen, I'm sorry for this man. I'm just joking.
No, it's okay. Why that choice?
Hey, to be honest, that was the age where I left school. I didn't really have much going for me. I was getting in a lot of trouble back home, and you know, that was just always an album that we fell back on. Me and a few really close friends, we'd sit in our rooms. Yeah, I won't say that, but
We got it.
and then we'd listen to this album, and it just made everything feel okay.
Yeah.
You know, and it just felt, you feel, that's what music is to me. It's connection somehow, and that album I just felt like not alone and understood, you know. And on top of that, it's just an amazing album, like top to bottom. It's still probably top 5, top 10 for me today, I would say, yeah.
Do you have people coming to you and saying kind of what you said about that album of Ben Howard, about your music?
Actually, more and more.
Yeah.
More and more.
That
It's
must
really,
feel really good.
it's weird.
Yeah.
Actually, like, it's good. It's
Yeah.
good. That's why I started to
Yeah,
do
for
this,
sure.
right? It was just to make people feel things. But it is weird.
Mhm.
But I love it. So don't stop. If you're listening.
The first music I found of you was 10 years ago.
As I walk through the valley of the shadows in the dark, I shall fear no evil as our love departs.
Oh my God. Okay.
Why you
It was
feel
a few-
ashamed?
No, it's
good, honestly.
all about that.
It's really fun, like acoustic songs, lovely, super smooth,
Yeah.
really
Where
cool
did
voice.
you find that?
Listen, I know the internet.
Social media ninja.
My question is, how many cigarettes do we have to smoke to have that voice?
Good question. I don't know. Yeah, you need to be traumatized, I guess. Yeah, it's probably more the whiskey than the cigarettes,
Yeah.
to be honest. Yeah.
But it's really good. Like you don't like it anymore. Like it's so just acoustic. It's like really like
Oh, I don't even
Feel
remember what
good
song that is. I would have to listen properly. Don't play it.
Play it again, please.
Oh God, no. Well,
Okay, we're moving on. In
Thank you.
2022, you drop an E EP.
And I know, oh I know, oh I know, a day will come, but I'm stuck between the waves.
So it's called Waves. You can sing.
every time
don't cut me.
you unpause it, I'm singing and I sound like.
It's called Waves and did Waves, actually. You get lots of attention with that project. And you said in an interview that COVID gave you a lot of motivation. How?
Absolutely. I mean, I was happier waking up every day and just doing nothing than the job I was doing at the time. And I realized, okay, well, that's obviously wrong.
yeah.
And it just gave me the time and the freedom to prepare, to plan everything out. Like, okay, where do I see myself? What do I want to do? Of course, the plans change constantly, but that was really the catalyst for me to start doing this professionally.
And you did a super cool interview with Dean Lewis, which surprised me because usually artists get interviewed, not the other way around. So why you wanted to do that?
Well, you know, I have a podcast on the side. I just love the art of conversation, to be honest. I think it's something that we do less and less
Yeah.
these days, especially uninterrupted by a phone call, a text message, or something. So it's always fascinated me, just to be able to sit down with someone for 2-3 hours and just talk and get their undivided attention. I think that's such a blessing, especially when it's someone you look up to or who has achieved something that you admire, you know? It's a beautiful thing.
So, that's creepy, but I stalked you a lot on Instagram, I have to admit. Yes, I did.
I deleted most of my old stuff.
And what I really loved right away is the fact that you're not only making music, you create also compelling storytelling through short videos. I really love them. It's very intense and honest, I think. You basically share all your thoughts and feelings. And so I wanted to ask you if this is a form of healing or therapy for you.
Absolutely.
Yeah?
Absolutely. Yeah. I mean, it wasn't the original plan. I just had to decide. I was like, okay, if I'm gonna go down this road and make this intense, you know, slightly more to the darker side of music and emotion, I just had to be 100% honest. Whether people can relate or not, that was just the way that I had to go. And it was very healing in the end.
Isn't it challenging too? Like, isn't it hard to just be like, hey, this is me, and like, I'm gonna show you 100% who I am and what's actually going on in my mind also, you know?
Yeah, when I'm writing the songs, it's less hard. But later, when I know people are going to read this, and you're naked in a sense, you know, and people can judge you as I would be free to judge someone else. Of course, it's scary, but it does. It sounds cliche, but it does kind of set you free a little bit. And it was a blessing to be able to do that. And actually, it made me realize with my music from now on, it doesn't matter if it's a serious song or maybe there's a silly song or happy, sad, doesn't matter. Just to be 100% authentic and honest about why I wrote the song. Yeah, I think that's just the kind of artist that I want to be.
I don't wanna fight you anymore. The devil on my back that grows. So pour another drink and watch me grow. Oh, I don't wanna fight you anymore. I hate the way you're eating my bones. So pour another drink and watch me grow across the floor.
Here we go with the last part now of the interview, and your last choice is Lola Young. And for the first time in the history of our show, we had the same choice 2 weeks in a row. Last week, she said exactly the same thing, Lola Young.
Oh,
because
really?
She's kind of blowing up. Why that choice? It's really good, but why that choice?
I mean, it's just the perfect song.
Yeah.
I mean, and it's quite different to her other stuff. And I looked through her discography, and it's all amazing. Her voice, her lyrics. I love her whole
agree.
project. The image, it all makes total sense. But that song, it just hits perfectly. I don't know. Yeah.
And last month, you dropped your EP. It's called Playgrounds in Ruins.
Pour another drink and watch me grow across the floor. There's no sleep with the weight of the devil on me.
So you said it. It's called Playground in Ruins. It's a great project. I really love it.
Thank you.
And there's this movie I absolutely love. It's gonna sound a little bit cliche. It's Eat, Pray, Love with Julia Roberts. Did you watch this movie?
Maybe. I'm really bad
Maybe?
with names. Yeah,
Well,
maybe.
it made me think about like that quote she says. She says, "Ruin is a gift. Ruin is the path to transformation." So, what is or are your personal ruins, if I can put it like that, the ones that actually made you work on yourself and also on your music?
How much time have we got?
Yeah, we have
Well,
time.
It's
Plenty of
everything.
time.
It's everything. I mean, the reason I picked that title, it wasn't just it was written from my perspective, but it was also looking out onto the world in general, right? I mean, we seem to always repeat the same cycles, whether they're good or bad. You know, generational trauma, political systems which don't serve us. And you know, we're more connected now than ever before, yet we still fall for the same tricks
Yeah.
over and
Yeah.
over and over again. And like you said before, writing this EP was a form of healing. I came through, I mean, just the topics. I talk about addiction, hypocrisy behind religion and political systems, growing up with racism, heartbreak, life as an artist. I think, that's the thing which I think resonates with everyone, is that we've all survived some form of hardship, some form of pain. Doesn't really matter. I mean, of course, you get more extremes and less
Obviously,
intense. Yeah, but I think, or I hope that that's what resonates with people. It's just as honest as possible, and it's good to get it out, whatever your form of therapy might be. I also do therapy, but I do music predominantly. That's kind of how I get my thoughts and feelings out.
Does it change your way of writing therapy? Because there's a Swiss rapper that dropped an album and he says, like, I wrote this album before going to therapy so it can be as raw as possible. Mm-hmm. Does it change a bit your way of writing, or as it changes you, therapy?
I think that depends on the person, to be honest. For me, I mean, therapy is what you make of it, right?
Yeah, obviously.
And so for me, there was just a couple lessons I took from all those therapy sessions, maybe 2 or 3, but it was worth it only for those, and it just gave me another perspective. And possibly, it helped me to write in that direction. I can't really say. I never thought about it. It's a good question, though. Sorry, I can't answer it.
No worries.
It's okay.
Playground in Ruins, is life a playground?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, exactly. Well, kids will play no matter the circumstance,
Obviously.
right? Doesn't matter if it's around rubble with cardboard boxes or in a mansion with every toy
In the
known
world.
to man. Like, kids will play, right? And it was written about, society and kind of where it stands today, and being worried about where it's headed, because everything is AI or fake or, blown up to be something crazy that's really not. And I feel like the average person's voice sometimes feels like it's being drowned out. Yeah. It's quite depressing. I apologize.
No, but it's real, though.
intense.
It's real.
Yeah, it's honest.
Yeah.
Just like you. So
Thank you.
you have already made your impact on Swiss music scene. You stage on Open Air Saint-Gall, Gurton Festival, Montreux Jazz Festival, Moon and Stars, Zurich Open Air City also, and you also performed at the Swiss Music Awards. It was alongside Chiara Castelli, right? It's pretty awesome. So I wanted to ask you, which was the most impressive one for you?
I think just the year that I started, even though, it was a lot of the small stages, the beginner stages, etc. I mean, I think the first year I played like 60 shows. And
That's amazing.
That's, yeah.
Yeah. And
It's awesome. It's a
for
lot.
me, it was like, I was really on cloud 9. This is what I dreamed to be doing. Of course, the goals change. Now I want to play with a full band and have this new sound. But that was amazing. Just knowing that I have 20 shows in 1 month, for example, and knowing like, I can just do this. I don't have to work in a bar anymore. Like this feeling was amazing. Yeah.
What's the
Great.
next objective for you then? Like, you've been signed a few years ago in a label, your career keeps growing. What's for you the next box you would like to check?
I mean, there's many. I mean, there's music awards here in Switzerland, which would be great. I have my first headline tour coming up, March and April. That's going to be exciting. I'm actually playing in Lausanne as well.
Yeah, Blue Lézard, I think.
Blue Lézard, yes, 3rd of April. We can do a shout out after. Yeah.
We're going to come.
We can edit that. Nice. Yeah, for sure. Hit us up. I mean, there's much on the cards. We're making moves in Germany now. We're talking to people in Scotland and India as well. Of course, this is my home now, so we need to keep building here. But I just want to push it from every angle possible and see how far we can go. So there's a lot of exciting stuff.
That's the cause of our suffering. I cried out for the Lord. But no
Playground in Ruins, it's available everywhere. Thank you, Argyle.
J'ai hâte de vous retrouver le 3 avril à Blue Lézard, à Lausanne. Venez nombreux.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Amazing.
He can do it all. He's
Yeah.
amazing.
He speaks French. He's fluent in French.
Thank you, Argyle.
Do I need to do
Thank
that
you so
again?
much.
No, it's perfect.
It was
Honestly, it was
perfect.
perfect.
Okay,
Perfect.
cool. Okay.
Thank you, Argyle.
Hey, thank you guys, really. Nice
On se retrouve
interview.
la semaine prochaine, Anna.
Oui, avec grand plaisir.
On retourne en français la semaine prochaine, mais
Ouais, promis.
une belle expérience, une belle découverte également, Argal. Et justement, il va vous faire une perf tout de suite pour découvrir une autre chanson de son projet. Je vous souhaite une excellente semaine et je vous dis à la prochaine. Ciao!
It hurts to be alone, and my patience it's wearing thin. But I wouldn't steal your bones, 'cause you're rotten from the outside in. I dance with the dark on your borders while you look the other way. I'll play between chaos and order while you lead me astray. So I medicate myself when you put me on the shelf. I live my life on the outside. So keep your fucking health. You're sick to death, I swear. I'll live my life on the outside of hell. Whatever happened to the normal people? We've lost compassion in this world of evil. Control the masses, drop your bombs, leaving ashes, then tell me that I don't know any better. I dance with the dark on your borders while you look the other way, and I'll play between chaos and order while you lead me astray. So I medicate myself when you put me on the shelf. I live my life on the outside. So keep your fucking health. You're sick to death, I swear. I'll live my life on the outside of hell. This is hell. I'm in hell. In your hell. This is hell. I'm in hell. In your hell. We're in hell. I'll medicate myself. You put me on the shelf. Keep your fucking health. You're sick to death, I swear.